The StarCraft and Hearthstone Mini-Set has been out for a while now, and everyone has had the chance to try the 3 different factions: Protoss, Terran and Zerg. As is always the case, some classes work better than others, but overall the new Mini-Set has been very well received. Still, I'm here to ask a question: what if it was different? So in today's video I'll be taking 3 of the classes from the StarCraft Mini-Set and moving them from one faction to another. I'm talking Zerg Druid, Terran Priest and Protoss Paladin. Let's start with that one. As you may well know, Paladin was one of the 3 Terran classes, but I always thought their aesthetics would have fit Protoss very well, so I finally made that happen. My Protoss Paladin package combines the synergies from the Protoss faction with Paladin's hand buffing abilities. This can be seen on this new card, Singularity Charge. This is a 1-mana Protoss spell that will give all minions in your hand +1/+1, but any Protoss minions will gain +2/+2 instead. Another card that supports this direction is Probe. Probe is a 3-mana 2/2 mech for the Protoss faction, and when you play it, it will give a random Protoss minion in your hand stats equal to the Probe and then reduce its cost by 2. This card is obviously great to buff with your Singularity Charge. This Protoss Paladin package culminates in their final card, Dragoon. This is a 12-mana 6/6 mech with Divine Shield and Taunt, and when you play it, it will summon 2 copies of itself. This card is obviously ideal to buff with the other Protoss Paladin cards, and keep in mind that Probe will always target your Protoss minions, so it has a high chance of hitting Dragoon. Many of the Protoss classes got a 12 cost minion, and that's obviously also the case here. While the cost reduction elements are made for Paladin are random, there's still plenty targeted ones they can make use of from the neutral set. Next up we have Zerg Druid. Druid was originally a Protoss class, but Druids are all about wild creatures and savagery, aspects that also perfectly fit the Zerg faction. My Zerg Druid is focused around Zerg locations, kinda like the Warlock Zerg package. First up we have a new location, Hatchery. This is a 3-mana location for the Zerg faction with 3 durability, and when you use it, it will add a lava to your hand that transforms into a random Zerg minion. This is the same token from Broodmother that transforms into a new Zerg minion each turn. After giving you a lava, Hatchery will then evolve into a lair. The lair will instead give you 2 larvae when used, and will then transform into its final stage, the Hive. The Hive will add 3 larvae to your hand, making it a total of 6 larvae over the 3 stages. Druid also gets this card, Drone. This is a 1-mana 1/3 Zerg minion that will transform into a random Zerg location at the start of your turn. With the addition of the Hatchery, there's 3 potential locations this minion could transform into. The final card I made for the Zerg Druid package is Carapace. This is a 0-mana spell with choose 1. Give a location +1 durability or remove 1 durability from a location. This card is meant to support the other 2 cards, like you could use it to add 1 durability to your Hive, or if your drone transforms into an Ultralisk Cavern, you could remove 1 durability from that. Or you could always use it to mess with enemy locations, there's so many choices here. 2 of the cards in this package were actually made by a user over on hearthcards.net called Stormblink. They made a drone and hatchery card that really inspired this entire video. I just changed them slightly to fit my own preferences. So big thanks to Stormblink for the idea for this video. Now for the last package, Terran Priest. With the addition from the Terran classes from the StarCraft Mini-Set, 9 out of Hearthstone's 11 classes now have their own starships. That means all classes except for Priest and Mage. Well, I've tried to fix that, at least for Priest. My Terran Priest package is another starship package, but I tried to make it a little different from the other Terran classes. First up we have a starship piece, Medical Transport. This is a 4-mana 2/4 Terran mech that will take control of a random enemy minion with less attack than the transport. On buff there'll only be a 0 or 1 attack minion, but this effect will trigger again on launch. So once you build a big enough starship, you could take control of much stronger minions. To support this, Priest also gets the spell Optic Flare. This 1-mana Terran spell will give a minion -2/-2, making it easier to take control of, and will then cause your next starship launch to cost 2 less. Each of the Terran classes also got a minion that transformed once you'd launched a starship, and I've made this one for Priest. Goliath is a 4-mana 4/5 mech that will set an enemy minion's attack to 1, but then transform if you've launched a starship this game. The transformed version of Goliath is called Iron Golem Goliath. It is still a 4-mana 4/5 mech, but will now force an enemy minion to deal its attack as damage to its neighbors before it sets its attack to 1. So you can now clear your opponent's board before you steal their minion with your medical transport. Well, that's it for all the cards in this video, but I had a lot of fun making these cards. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe I'll do a part 2 where I do other faction swaps, like that Starship Mage I talked about earlier. I'm gonna end this video with some sad news, but also some exciting ones. I recently started a new job that's a little more demanding, and it's just very stressful to keep up with new ideas on a weekly basis. Especially because what I really want to work on is my next expansion, and oh boy have I got some exciting things in store for you. So from now on, I'm afraid there won't be a new video every week, but I'll still find the time to do the videos I know you guys are most excited about, like my Death Knight in Older expansion series and my upcoming season 2 of Mini-Set Miracles. So yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe and all that, and also my next expansion is called the Mongrel Horde, by the way. See ya!